Hello everyone, this is Jamz here, and a few weeks ago I got a few new speakers in. Was going to get the seismic audio, couple of seismic audios, but I got my taxes in a little too late, and so they were sold out actually of a lot of their speakers, so I didn't quite get seismic audios, but for now I needed to get something quick uh, for a school dance that I was doing. Needed to be a little bit louder, and I needed a few more speakers. So what I did was is I went on eBay. I found just a couple of cheap speakers, what I thought would be cheap speakers, and they actually sounded pretty nice, and they handled quite well for the 2 hours that I was there. And then I used them again at a another gig in a small bar in a hotel over in Pennsylvania, and they seem to work really well. Let me show them to you. They're called GTD audios. They are 10-inch subwoofers. See if I can get it better here. There you go. Okay, see here. There we go. Sorry about that. The camera's a little bad. I don't have a very great camera. Plastic siding, not a bad. The only thing that I don't really care for is one speak-on input, which I don't understand why there's only one speak-on input. You know, so you can't really daisy chain them unless you daisy chain them from another speaker that you can daisy chain them from. And then of course it didn't come with handles, so I basically just kinda, it came with the screws but no handles, so I just kinda rigged up took a rubber bungee strap type thing that I picked up at AutoZone. I was there one day and I'm like, this might work, and I cut it short and I put the bolts through it for the side of for the handles. Other than that, it's not a bad speaker for what I paid. I think it was $129 for both of them, and free shipping. It came with speaker cable, which I'm not too impressed with. It's kind of cheesy, pathetic, but what do you want? It was free. It came with a speaker. It's 5 feet long, and it came with a 1/4-inch jack on the end. Here's my my CGM 12s also, and hopefully I can get, this is a carpeted speaker with a nice handle. It's got two 1/4-inch two 1/4-inch connectors on the back, so you can daisy chain these. These speakers are old. They are, let's see, I've had them for 8 years now, and I bought them used. But they're still going good. They still sound great, and but the cabinets are getting really old from transporting all the time from gig to gig. Carpet's getting a little worn down and stuff. But other than that, the subwoofer sounds fine. Both. Oh yeah, and this is a compression drive tweeter. Also on the new GTD audios, compression drive tweeter, no piezo tweeter. I would take it apart and show you, but probably take too long. Okay, and then what I'm doing now is I don't have anything on yet because I just wanted to show you real quick. This is my Newmark CD Mix 1. What I did on the back here, let me see if I can show you. Okay, right here we've got two master balance outputs. These are XLR connectors. See if I can, there we go, XLR connectors, and you just plug it in. There's a right and a left, and of course this just pulls out. This is a 1/4-inch to a 1/4-inch. I have these running into my PV amplifier, 1/4-inch jack plug. Now you can, I don't know if you can see it, but there is another connector that you can get for it. I'm not exactly sure what the heck it's called. I know it's not speak-on, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it is speak-on, I'm not sure, but you can use 1/4-inch or another connector for it. And then I have over here, I have the two, these are speak-on connectors that I got offline, off eBay, and they work out really well. They're just, you can take the, it's got speak-on one end, and then 1/4 inch on input on the back. You can either use speak-on output or banana clip. This amp is a PV900. It has for 8 ohm speakers it's only 180 watts, but for 4 ohm speakers it's 300 watts. Bridge, right there if you can see it, bridge is actually 600 watts. Right here is your bridge, switch. You have to use like a small screwdriver or a pencil to get in there. This is the DDT out, enable, in, defeat. Basically what this does is like a protection switch, which if it's enabled, it will not harm your speakers, which is, I thought, was really a unique thing to have on an amplifier. And also over here, now this is really cool. I just kind of figured this out a while ago. I actually lost the manual and found the manual online, but these over here are for like if you want to daisy chain this amp to another amp. But what I like about over here is it's got a crossover switch for each channel. Now like say if you have the crossover off on channel A, you can daisy chain two of your top speakers for full range. Keep the crossover off and then it's full range. And like say you wanted to run a subwoofer or whatever, now keep in mind that it's only 300 watts per channel when you're running at 4 ohm or 180. So if you had two 12-inch subwoofers, say that, and they were like 300 watts, 150 watts a piece, then you could probably get away with running 2 of these crossovers, or you can run it crossover and have bass. And I actually did that at a gig, a smaller one. I had 2 10s running off the top, it's full range, and then I had my 2 12s, which are kind of smaller. I had them running off the B channel, which I hit the crossover button and the low cut, and I had just bass coming out of them 12s. Even though the 12s had a actually they're my CGMs, but even though the CGMs has a crossover in it with a tweeter, I tried it anyway just to see, and all the bass just went to the sub. There was nothing coming, there was no sound coming out of the tweeter for the highs and the mids. It was just bass, and it worked out really well. So I had 2 12s and 2 10s, 2 12s for low end, the 2 10s for the for full range, and it sounded really good. So there's a lot you can actually do with this amplifier. All of their amplifiers, their PV900, their PV 1200 or 1500, and the PV 2700, I think. All the amps are the same as far as the back. The only thing different, obviously, is the wattage power, the power of the amplifier. So pretty good amps, I gotta tell you. This PV amp I've had for quite some time now. I think 8 years. Bought it brand new. And then I have, so this PV amp is just running, there's the outputs. This PV amp right here is just running my 10s, my GTD audios. Now the back of the, let's go back to the Newmark. The Newmark, like I said, has got your 2 master balance outputs right here. Down here it also has another master RCA connector, record, and 2 inputs. If you want to have 2 turntables hooked up to it, or 2 laptops. I usually run my laptop through one of these connectors, and it works really well. Up here is your phono and your line switch, and then over here you have your power button, your power adapter, your plug. The cord runs out, and then over here you got your mic input. Now what I did was I took the my RCA cables coming out of the master RCA side, ran it over to the tremor, the power subwoofer, which is 1500 watts total power, 500 watts for the sub, and 500 watts total power peak coming out through the satellite part. And if you watch my seismic audio tremor video, it explains everything. And then I have two banana connectors with speaker cables running out, and one side's going to 112 and one side's going to the other 12. Now, the problem that I had with this is those CGMs are only 200 watts RMS and 400 watts peak. So what I had to do was at the school dance when I was using this is I had to turn on I was running it with the high pass filter off, and the speakers could not handle the bass and everything that was coming through the amplifier, the tremor. So what I did was I turned on the high pass filter, and what this did was eliminate all the bass to that speaker, just mid and highs, and it worked out pretty well. I mean, it added it was louder, but I am definitely going to have to get a bigger set of speakers with a bigger handling power than these 12s to run off the seismic tremor. But for now, this is working, and I only had the I can only turn the satellite volume on the tremor halfway up, in fear that I was going to blow the CGMs. So what I'm going to do is hopefully, now my camera really isn't the greatest. Okay, so I had to start again because my fucking batteries died, and had to find new batteries. So I'm not sure how much time left I got on these batteries, but they're about half full, so I'm going to hurry this up. Basically right now what I'm going to do is just turn on the new mark in the PV. Okay, wait for them to get turned on. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, now my camera, I don't understand for what happens, but when things get louder, the speaker volume on my camera goes down. So, but I'm going to show you what the 10s do sound like without running the tremor or the CGMs. So here we go. Let me, oops, would help if I put a CD in it. Anyways, like I said, I'm only going to do this for a few minutes. I don't have a ton of battery life left. Plus, I don't want to do it very long because my neighbors, I don't want to blow out the neighbors. They're kind of old, and let's see here. Let's see if I can find something here. Okay, so here we go. This is the CGM 10s. Okay, those are the CGMs, and holy fuck, they're loud. I didn't realize how loud they were until now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the tremor. Okay, turn the volume up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the PV amplifier and just have the tremor going, or turn down the volume on the PV and just have the 12s going with the tremor. There's that, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to turn up the PV. Now we're going to have everything going, the 10s, the 12s, and the tremor. I'm only going to do this for a few minutes because, like I said, my neighbors. Here we go. go. GTD audios, they sound really, really good for a cheap speaker. And of course my CGMs are still kicking. I had to turn it down a little bit because I was actually vibrating. I don't know if you can hear in the camera. Like I said, my camera is, for some reason, it's not picking up the sound very well. I don't understand. I mean, if you go back and look at the school dance I just did, it was so loud in that gym, but on the camera it sounded like very low, but it was actually loud in the gym and it sounded really, really good. So if you're looking for, if you're on a low budget and you're looking for a cheap set of speakers, get GTD audios are good, but I'd rather go with seismic audio. I think once I get enough money saved up, and as soon, actually they're still out of stock. It's been like a month and I've just checked their website, and seismic audio is still out of stock of the 3 speakers that I needed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep checking size. You go to www.seismicaudioSpeakers.com, but if you're looking for something, if they have something that is still a little bit out of your price range and you're looking to get something that sounds really good, GTD audios, go to eBay, look at GTD audios. They do sell 10s and 12s and 15s, I think. I didn't see any 12s or 15s on there, but I got the 10s, and they work perfect with my amplifier. The wattage and everything matches perfect to my PV900, and that's what I wanted to use it for. So go with your wattage of your amplifier, whether 8 ohms or 4 ohms, and just look for a set of nice speakers. And you don't have to buy JBL. I don't care what anybody says. You don't have to buy JBL or QSC or Mackie or whatever. As long as don't get a speaker with a piezo horn. That's all I recommend. Is make sure you find a decent price speaker, pro speaker with a compression drive tweeter. Make sure it's compression drive and not piezo. One thing about piezos is they sound good, but they draw a lot of power from your amp, and so basically you're not getting enough power to the subwoofer. All the power is being drained from the piezo tweeter. But again, just get a nice pro audio subwoofer, with a compression drive tweeter, and you should be all set. Make sure you just don't overpower it and don't underpower it too much, and you should be all set. And basically, just go with what you can afford. Don't let people tell you to get an expensive speaker and you can't afford it and you're not going to DJ. Just get what you can afford now, and then if you want to upgrade to something better later, get it. I like Newmark. I particularly like Newmark. I have another mixer that I use, the Newmark Axis, I think it's what it's called. I don't remember, but I've had that a long time and it's still going. And then I kind of recently went to this, but I switched back and forth from the Newmark CD Mix 1 to the Newmark Axis, so I mean, and it works pretty good. And of course PV, I'm still using my Pile. I bought a Pile Pro wireless microphone, and the only problem is I was having problems with this mixer, running the wireless through this mixer, and I don't know why, but I ran the wireless through my other Newmark and it's fine. It works perfect. So I don't know. I think there might be something wrong with for some reason I'm getting a lot of feedback through this, through the CD Mix 1 and not the Axis. So again, just like I said, just go with what you can afford and have fun with it, and do what you can. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I will be coming up with more gigs. I do have some gigs posted on there already. Just go through and look and see, and if you have any questions regarding anything, lighting, equipment, speakers, please leave some comments below. And thank you for watching again, and practice and enjoy.